When I was in 4th grade, my grandmother bought me an electric typewriter. And back then, that was a huge expense. She had got a Montgomery Ward's charge card, and she took that charge card and bought me an electric typewriter. So that kind of started my path to journalism. But what really clinched it was, you know, being at my grandmother's house, we would always get the Ebony and Jet magazines in the mail. And so everybody would say, I want to be famous like that, I want to be rich like that. But I always wanted to be the person who interviewed those people. I wanted to travel to these people's homes and to Hollywood and New York and to interview all these amazing people and share these stories.
In 1995, it's when we began the quest for the 200th anniversary celebration. As I look back over the past, without the community stepping up and everyone coming together to make this happen, every month there was excitement, there were things to do, getting people involved, and Sonya Hollis was one of them.
So whenever we had different, you know, things going on, Velma Laws Clay was always a name that they said, interview her. So it was a great opportunity to meet her, to become a friend of hers, and to have her respect me as a journalist, to even bring me into the fold of this amazing story of Sojourner Truth and to be a part of that. So, you know, meeting Velma was like a mentor that I will cherish forever.
She was right there with us. She was excited about the concept of Sojourner Truth. She followed us around, and she loved to write stories. And she would, every event, she would write down something that we had done, and she got it into the paper so others would become excited.
To be a part of something that's going to be historical, that people are going to look back on for years and years to come, you just can't pass that up. And so not only was I excited to just be a part of the conversation, but Velma put me in charge of one of the events one year, and to let me do it in the way that I could do it, it was just amazing. And to sit there and watch that whole ceremony take place and realize that this was something I was a part of, and this is a monument and a statue that will be in this community for years to come. It was just an honor to even have been a part of it all. It was an amazing story for me to have never heard of all these musicians who came out of Battle Creek, and Wade Fleming's being a co-founder of Earth, Wind & Fire, which I had heard of. Like, this is amazing, why haven't I heard of this? And so to be able to write that story was a challenge to me because I had never really done oral interviews. I didn't really know the process. I just sat guys down and we just started talking, and we created this book. And you know, one of the things that Bobby Holly said to me after that concert was, now our story will be told.
So she has been instrumental in helping us as black artists, as artists itself, and all labels of music, to put our story, but our story is her story. If it had not been for her, we wouldn't be here right now telling you about our story.
I hear you.
And the books would not have been written, and a lot of the things that our grandkids and kids and so forth are going to see or are seeing now about the artists, wow, never would have been told.
The Kalamazoo Community Foundation had an ad in the newspaper that asked if anyone had a creative way to educate students. And I was like, well, this would be a great opportunity to start this Merze Tate Travel Club based on her travel club. And so I just recruited 12 girls. I went to schools and said, do you know of any girls interested in travel and writing? And some kids were recommended, and we started with 12 girls in 2008. And today we've done some amazing things. We've traveled the world. We've had girls who go on to study abroad, and it's just been an amazing journey that all started here in Battle Creek and working my way back to Kalamazoo as well.
Merze Tate has inspired me. Well, I'm gonna say mainly because Miss Hollins was inspired by her, and I've learned everything that I have learned about writing from Miss Hollins. But Merze Tate specifically because she was independent and she didn't let people around her stop her from doing what she wanted to do or live how she wanted to live, and she just did what she wanted. She went after her dream when she realized what she wanted to do, and she was determined.
It's been really fun, and I'm glad that I heard about the program and I joined it. And as I go into college and beyond, I do plan to stay a part of the program and help out as much as I can.
They live in dreams. I haven't even been to Europe. So, you know, that was a really blessing. That's a blessing that she's doing with the children. She's giving them the opportunity to live their dreams.
It's impacted me a lot. I'm a completely different person from before I started to how I am now.
So I'm able to see a lot of these girls now who have traveled and studied abroad. And we have girls this past summer who went to Europe as well, and they want to go to more places. So it's an opportunity to just open the minds up to these young girls. Merze Tate may have never known that there would be girls in 2008 to 2017 doing things in her name. She didn't probably even imagine that. So some of these girls have our opportunity to make history within themselves. So I would love to have a legacy that allowed girls to just live their lives in a way that no one else could have ever imagined had it not been for my passion as a writer and as a journalist. And through those examples of Sojourner Truth and Velma, Lost Clay, and Merze Tate, who are legacies to me. So to use me as a legacy for some other girls would be an honor to have that.